Hello geometry fans, here is quiz 2 in the first chapter or first section. Pay attention closely as I read through these and take you through this here quiz, okay? I hope you're listening. So here we go. In the first 7 questions, we're dealing with this picture right here. So you put your answers all over there, of course. These first 7 all have to do with this guy here. So I'm going to zoom in just a pinch, so we can see that a little better. All right, here we go. Name the sides of angle 4. So here is angle 4. What are the sides? You're going to use the points to name that. What are the sides of angle 4? Number 2, name the vertex of angle 2. Here's angle 2. What is the vertex? It's just going to be 1 point in angle 2. Number 3, give another name for angle 3. So here is angle 3. What's another name for it? Again, you're going to be using points. You got to use 3 of them. Classify angle 5. So when we say classify, it could mean that it is either acute, right, or obtuse. Okay, so that's what you're going to do with number 5. It's going to be one of those 3 in that was number 4, I'm sorry, for angle 5. And number 5, classify CDE. So CDE. Okay, now it could be one of these 3, or it could also be a straight angle. So those are your choices for number 5. Number 6, if 5 is 42 degrees, so this one's 42, and 1 is 117, what's the measure of CDF? What's the measure of the whole thing? And in number 7, angle 3 is 73 degrees. Right here, he is 73. Might help you to write that on your paper. I'll do it on mine. 73. What is FDE? So they want to know FDE. How many degrees is he? Okay, now one thing we need to keep in mind is from the directions, DG is perpendicular to DF. So these two are perpendicular, which means perpendicular angles add up to, yes, that's correct, 90 degrees. So if the whole thing's 90, this much is 73, what are you going to do to figure out the rest for angle 2? Moving on, we're going to use the picture on the right for questions 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so key point here in the directions is that BC bisects FB. So BC, he's splitting those 2 angles equally. So we know that those 2 are equal to each other. Now we'll come back to that. Now our directions for number 8. It says ABF is 7x plus 20. So we got here ABX. He's 7x plus 20. Okay. And then we have FBC is 2x minus 5. Okay, I think I was describing, I had to pause it there a second, but this angle here, as soon as I get the right point, FBC is 2x minus 5. And then the whole thing, ABC from here all the way over, is equal to 159 degrees. Okay? So in order to solve, they want us to find the value of x. That's all they're asking us to do. So to do this, if you think about it, this angle plus this angle equals the whole thing, right? So to set up your equation, you're going to take 7x plus 20 plus the 2x minus 5 and set that equal to 159. Solve for x. Make sure you combine your like terms first. These guys, this guy, and then get your numbers over to the other side and solve for x. Now I'm going to erase here so we can do this for number 9 now. It's very important to label your picture, okay? So DBC, the whole, this part right here, okay, that part is 12x minus 3, so 12x minus 3. Then DBE, the little guy, is 5x plus 12, so the little part is 5x plus 12, and EBC is 3x plus 13, so this part is 3x plus 13. Now this time they're asking us what's the measure of EBC, so they just want the little guy right here. So first, this little guy here, we need to find the value of x and then plug him back into this expression right here. So how do we find the value of x? Well, those two little ones, the 5x plus 12 and the 3x plus 13, those added together equals the 12x minus 3. Okay? Solve for x, and then you need to plug it back in here to figure out how many degrees EBC is. And for number 10, I'm going to shrink this down just a little bit so we can get it all to fit. Okay, FBC is 10x minus 9. So this part is 10x minus 9. CBE is 4x plus 15. So CBE, that's this guy, is 4x plus 15. They want FBE, so they want the whole thing, okay? So now if you remember, in the directions originally, we said that these two angles were equal to each other. So now, I'm not going to set this one up for you, but take this, set it equal to this, find the value of x, and then plug it back into each of these and add them together to find out what the whole angle is. Okay? That's what you got to do for number 10. Okay, 11 and 12, 13, 14, we're using this picture right yonder. All right. Very important information and directions. JL is perpendicular with MN. So that means that's a 90 degree, that's a 90, that's a 90, that's a 90. They all make 90-degree angles. They want us to check all that apply in 11 and 12. So I'm going to highlight the angles first in 11. PKM, so PK, maybe, there we go, PKM, and NKO. What kind of angles are these? Adjacent, vertical, complementary, which means they add to 90, supplementary means they add to 180, or are they a linear pair, which means they make a straight line but they're side by side. Check, it could be more than one, it could just be one. All right, but I'll give you a hint. It's only one in number 12 or 11. It's only one of these. Now I want to, sorry, hope this isn't messing up. And I'm going to erase these. Again, remember those are right angles there. Number 12, they want us to, again, check all that applies. So it's NKO and OKL. I'm going to use a different color. right there. So NKO and OKL. Are they adjacent, vertical, complementary, supplementary, or linear pair? Okay. And I am going to erase those so we can do 13 and 14. They want us to find JKP. That would be this angle here. How many degrees is that? They tell us that it's 67 degrees. So they want us to find PKL. That's this dude right here. Well, remember, that totaled 90, right? And you know that this is 90. So figure out what you're going to do with 90 and the 67 to figure out this little guy. And then add it to the 90 that you already know about. That'll be number 14. If you're not sure, you need some help, come back and ask. Okay. And then 14, we want to know NKO. So again, this is 67, but we want to know NKO, which is this dude here. Give you a hint. Remember back in number 13, you had to figure out what this one was? These angles are back to back. They're vertical. You should be able to figure out how many degrees he has very easily. Moving on. Okay, we're just going to do, just so you know here, we're just going to do 15, 17, and 19. Okay, we're just going to do those odd ones remaining left on the test. And we're going to use the picture, of course, to help us out. So the measure of angle 1 is 7x minus 19. This is 7x minus 19. And 2 is x plus 5. So he's x plus 5. They want us to figure out how many degrees angle 2 is. So pay attention here to the fact that this corner is 90, which means this corner here, 1 and 2 added together equal 90. So set up your equation of 7x minus 19 plus x plus 5, or 1x plus 5, and set it equal to 90. Find the value of x and plug him back in right there. Okay, let's erase here. Then 17. 4 is 3x plus 7. 5 is 9x minus 43. All right. They want to know UPS. All right. So they want to know how many degrees it is from here to there. Okay. Okay, I changed my mind. Actually, I sat here and thought about this for about 10 minutes. Doesn't seem like it. We're not going to do 19. Or, I'm sorry, 17. Okay? We are not. And let me shrink this down so we can talk about 19 now. Okay, so just make sure, again, remember, we're not doing 17. I want you to jump down to 19. It says angles 1 and 2 are vertical. Now, this has nothing to do with the picture. I thought it did, but it doesn't. My bad. We'll zoom back in. We'll draw a picture. 1 and 2 are vertical. So vertical angles are back to back like that. 2 and 3 are complementary angles. Okay, so angle 2 and angle 3 are complementary angles, which means they equal 90 degrees. 3 is 56 degrees. Okay? They want to know what's angle 1. Well, if 2 and 3, so just think. Angle 2 plus angle 3, which is 56, equals 90. Solve for this missing angle right here. Pretend that's a value of x. Call it x. Solve for that. And then once you found 2, haven't you found 1 because they're vertical angles? Okay. All right. That is the end of your quiz. And to get your grade and everything, talk to me or Mr. Houston. We'll get you set up. Have a great rest of your day. Good job.